Hi guys! So I was going through the internet. I noticed that Mercy Chinwo, one of my most favorite gospel artists, has got a problem with her music label owner. And I watched Mercy Chinwo's part of the story. This is it.
Everyone, it's your girl Mercy Chinwo Blessed. First, I want to say thanks to every one of you for your immense love and support. I never believed the day would come where I would sit here to share my story. For the sake of the body of Christ, I thought to bring some clarity to a lot of misleading news out there online about the Mercy Chinwo brand. A man said I sued him, came online, made videos to tarnish my image. He looked at me and said, I made you who you are and I will destroy you. I became scared of my life. It got to a point where I had to move from Lagos to Port Harcourt because this man made the environment toxic for me. I've endured bully, I've endured threats. Whatever he's doing on social media now is nothing compared to what I went through. This is not to paint him bad. He took me to court, came online to tell the public that I took him to court. Here are the documents. You took myself and Minister Judike to court. And you're here playing the victim game. You bullied me, you threatened my life, you said you made me who I am and that you would destroy me. When you were the same person, how many lawyers have you changed now? Because you said you're going to deal with me, you have connections, you have money. What did I do? What have I done to you? I took you as a father. I was once your backup singer. I served you diligently. We signed the management contract in 2017. As we progressed, you tried to convince.
Also, I did watch the other man's side of the story. That's the owner of the label. This is his side of the story.
What do you expect of someone who can perfectly imitate the voice of a child? And it sounds so real, like she's a child. She's a fantastic actress. I don't have issues with people wanting to open their own labels. I mean, we have thousands of talents all over within the Christian space. But do you need to put one down for yours to go up? Is that the life of Christ? What are we talking about here? It's money, nothing else, money. I thought we had believed, or we were made to believe before now, that all we're doing is kingdom and ministry and money is not involved. I've been an advocate for the balance of ministry and industry. Because one way or the other, you're denying you don't have any business with money, you don't care about money, but you're benefiting financially from the craft, from what you do. So there's a financial tone majorly to all of this. I want to clear a few things. Number one, here is a document of a petition that was written against me around March. My accounts were frozen. All accounts were frozen. I couldn't trace where it was coming from until somehow I got very confidential information that it was a few set of persons who were doing this. The first two artists, two female artists who were doing this, and they didn't want me to know, they didn't want the public to know, because it had been planned to look like this law enforcement agency on their own, are carrying out investigation. That was kept private. They tried to cover it, but it was revealed. This is a document that shows the petition that was written. I mean, she has come out to say, going to court, it beats my imagination how one would deny a document, deny her signature on every page of the document, and also deny the living witnesses to the execution of that document. This person we're talking about is someone who is a fantastic actress. She has a lot of strength with, portraying a victim personality to the world. Talent is beautiful, but talent is not enough. How do you say I took you to court? When did the court come in? The dates are there. So look at the dates when the petition was written. I was kept in Ilorin, not in Lagos. Why Ilorin? That's a complete different state, out of the place of competent jurisdiction. And then I was detained for 9 days. Why did it stay that long? Because I needed to write on the statement what they wanted me to write. And I have to negotiate. The same catalog that they are saying is not the battle, it's not about catalog. The same thing was the reason I was detained for 9 days. When I came out of detention, I didn't go public. I didn't bother to talk about it. I didn't want to come outside to give an impression to say, these ladies who sing about Jesus everywhere. I have never been opposed to a financial audit. Never ever. All I have just said is, let's have a neutral, unbiased entity, professional, who understand all of the navigations within the ecosystem of the music industry, at least the modus operandi within that ecosystem. I really want this audit to happen, because that's the only way I would also be vindicated. But we also need to check your own books. You can't go to equity when your hands are not clean. check our books, and then we check your books, and whomever is, owing who would balance up themselves. Whether you like it or not, obligation is an obligation. You cannot claim amnesia of a document you benefited from. It makes no sense, absolutely no sense. All I want to do to ensure that there is no further harassment on me, that's what I went to do. Following the law, the place of the law. How do I stop or prevent this continuous, harassment? And that's the action I took. What happened to the court she's talking about? This court was sometime in the last quarter of last year, towards last year. Having explored all other means of a peaceful resolution, we decided to say, the audit process within the apostle who was handling it has collapsed. Why don't we go to the platform that the contract recommends, which is arbitration? Why use a law enforcement agent to carry out oppression and harassment? Think about it. When we started this investment, right, it was investment from scratch. Which manager buys a car for the artist? Do you have a document where you hired me as a manager? When you meant to meet Hilda Dokubo, Momi Hilda, K.O. Baba to have me sign you up, was it to be your manager? Why are you going to them for the label to sign you up as a manager? The manager buys car for you, gets you an exclusive rehearsal space, gets you an exclusive office, sets up a band for you, pays for all of your production, whether audios or visual. Speaking about collaborations, we had a collaboration with JJ Houston. Fantastic collaboration. And it has benefited every one of us. Why will I not want you to have collaboration? But then, shouldn't we have collaboration following due process? I don't have any problem with collaborating with whomever you want to collaborate for. It's business. You keep to what is expected of you whilst your contract is ongoing. Regarding the allegation of bully and all of that, anyone who knows this person we're talking about will know that you cannot bully a bully. You can find out from her roots, you can find out who she's been, those who work with her closely. This is just an attempt to assassinate the character of someone. Let's not go away from the real thing. If you say you're a true child of God and I am the one that is a problem and I have financial fraud, can you tell the public that you're willing to subject your account to an audit by an independent audit? Let's make these things easy. All we have been saying is, it's not catalog, it's fraud. Should be the warrant of arrest was fraud of money. Bring out your books. We are willing to bring out our books. On the other artist, she said we refuse to comply to audits. The audit they carried out was based on the documents we made available. But you got to a point where they were saying, bring this money in this country, you have this account in Dubai, you have the other one in India. I don't have any accounts anywhere. If you have, he who alleges will prove. If you have accounts anywhere that you know that belongs to me, you can go take the account and carry out your audit. But for all of the information and the details that we have, the documents, we have provided to you. And what we expect of you is to return. And if you have questions to ask anywhere, you ask the questions, we will give clarification. There's something in law called lien or set-off. Set-off is when you are owing me and I am owing you. When we carry out a financial mutual reconciliation, we will know who is truly owing who what and balance the account. Don't you think there's much more to this than just financial audits? Can't you at least hear the undertone? A child of God will not go all the lengths to destroy another. It won't. There's nobody who says, I'm a child of God. You can't do ministry with bitterness. You can't do it with resentment. This is my truth, and I'll be consistent with it anytime. The allegation of, I didn't know about this, they forged it, they forged that. Social media is not the platform to determine the validity of a document. Processes required. You have lawyers who should go through that process. There are certain information that I would not be triggered to put out here because it's unnecessary. There's plan for dispute resolution. It happens in every business, whether a family business or extreme professional business. It happens in any kind of business. What is the due process if there was anything that was done by the label that you didn't like? The court, not the law enforcement agent. You go to court, the court will order us to come. We will bring our books. There's no court that will order us to bring our books that we will not bring. We'll bring our books. And whoever is owing who would pay up. It beats my imagination that in all of this, as sensitive as a case of a paternity saga, that's what you want to use to put false allegation on my head. I hope you have enough evidence to prove that allegation that you have made, because it is totally disappointing. It's heartbreaking that you can go to this extent to tarnish the credibility or tarnish the image of someone. You had promised that you would destroy my reputation. And
I am here to conclude that for a very long time I've been on the internet. This is the most confused saga I have seen, because I don't know who to support. There are some sagas that you listen to the both sides and you think, you have a side, but this particular one, the both of them, what they are saying is just, I don't know who is telling lies. I cannot say because Mercy Chinwo is my favorite, I should trust or believe in her. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not also believing the other man. So I'm just in the middle. But I want to bring out some lessons and some things I noticed which are not right. Number one of the things I noticed is the fact that nowadays they think if you are worshiping God, if you're praising God, people need to step on you as much as they want. No, it's not allowed. The fact that she is a gospel artist doesn't mean that if you come for her, she won't defend herself. It's a lie. Especially if she has the power to defend herself, she will do it. Yeah, she will. And yeah, again, I'm not supporting Mercy Chinwo. I'm not saying she's right. I am not, right? I hope you get that point. And secondly, I also want to state that these people who go about helping people and turning around to use it against them, it's not the right thing to do. Personally, I know I'm looking for destiny helpers. I know there are things I need that I don't have, but I want to let you all know that you should not render any help for me and even think of using that against me tomorrow. Public service announcement. Please, I know I don't have everything I want, but please stay where you are if you know you're going to use it against me tomorrow. Let me drink my garri in peace. You understand? You get the point now? I beg. It has become a routine where people will help you and the next day they use it against you. If I care, I ask for the help. If I care, I don't ask for the help. If you know you're going to use it against me tomorrow, do not give it to me. Please, stay with it. A lot of people are crying because someone is asking for help doesn't mean that man is not human. We have integrity. We beg with pride, of course. The fact that we are begging you doesn't mean that we don't have shame in us. So if you want to use that against us tomorrow, I won't find that funny. I will not find it funny. So please, this is a public service announcement. If in case you have the opportunity to help me and you have the plans to use it against me tomorrow, don't say I did not warn you. Keep your help to yourself. I'll drink my garri in peace. Thank